I know that at 5 o'clock in the morning, the lights are going to be on. I don't know if you're going to be there. I know I'm going to be there because my life is on the line.
Welcome to the Investment Cipher, where we teach you how to take your passion and turn it into your way to financial freedom. On today's episode, we've got one of Baltimore's greatest, one of Maryland's greatest. Matter of fact, just one of the greatest, Phil Morgan, owner of Phil Mor Fit, and possibly some other businesses we're going to talk about just later. Hold on.
Cool.
Phil.
Yes, appreciate you for
we
having
here.
me. Thank you.
We got a background in your gym, people doing things, man.
It's our gym.
Ooh.
You helped me with this.
I appreciate you. But it's not about me today.
Yes.
It's about you.
Okay.
And before we get into this, you know what I'm saying? People seeing it. They heard about it. Let's find out how it started. Not even that started. How you started. Let's talk about how things were before Phil Mor Fit.
Before Phil Mor Fit, I was training out of my apartment complex in Owings Mills. So prior to that, I was training at Planet Fitness. So Planet Fitness got boring to me. Then I got my master's degree in rehab. And then I wanted to do more rehab than training. And then training happened to come back under my belt again. And I was able to juggle the two. And then I come to find out that I can't work for corporate wellness because I had too much energy. So I got back into training. And it seemed to take off very well. So I still had that passion for rehab. So I just put two and two together and just kicked it off from there.
So it wasn't enough. Why do you think the rehab portion of it was that move to make?
Because I came to see people who had injuries prior to coming to the gym and they needed to be fixed. So if you already have an injury and you're trying to exercise, it's not going to work. It's going to make it worse. So I just had to go get more education on how to enhance somebody's movement prior to them coming out on the fitness floor.
I see. And if you tried right now, if you think you would approach Planet Fitness and said to them, you know, what if we took Planet Fitness and added on that rehab side component right next door, like an all-in-one encompassing project? You think they would have run for it? Would they saw the vision?
I didn't even see the vision at that time. I didn't even see the vision at that time, so I can't expect them to see it, and they still don't. So,
yeah,
just
come to you. You'll take care of them, right? Just come to me.
I'll take care of them. Yeah.
Yeah. What I realized, one of the things you always were about helping people.
Correct.
And I think in part of helping people, it wasn't just physical things that you needed to help them with. Maybe there was more to it. So I think you went into studying a little bit more past the physical when you went to school.
Right. The reason why I had to get into helping people was because I've always needed some type of help, whether it was with parenting or just being around someone to be loved. So I always try to give what I lack to you and then to the other whoever I help. So whatever I lack, I try to instill into you whether you lack it or not. Gotcha. How I put my hands on you physically is how I would want someone to treat me. So I just try to treat others how I would really like to be treated, and that's where all that comes about. It's easier to do that because we all need it. We all need that TLC. We all need to show that we care, and it's genuine care. Because if I'm getting better every day and you're coming into my space, I need you to get better every day because now you're wearing my brand. You can't say you go to Phil Mor Fit and you're having a bad day because we don't accept that. We leave our problems at the door. So that's where that comes from.
Gotcha. And if somebody were to try to get into the space that you're in of owning a gym and creating that wellness environment, what do you think is that step they need to take? What do you think is the key thing they need to start with?
Just read and do your research and why you want to do it. Why do you want to do it?
Right.
Are you going to bet on yourself every day? I can bet on myself every day. You really have to sit down and say, yo, it's going to take me 8 to 10 years to be successful. Do I have it in me? 365, nonstop. That's what it takes. There's no layout. You have to read, bet on yourself, and just believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, then it's not going to work.
Gotcha.
Because no one else is going to believe in you. It's not you poking your chest out. It's not you bragging. It's just shit. I believe in me better than you believe in yourself. You know what I mean? So that's where it comes from. It's not bragging or anything. I know that at 5 o'clock in the morning, the lights are going to be on. I don't know if you're going to be there. I know I'm going to be there because my life is on the line. That's what it is.
Man, there's so many gems to what you just said.
Yeah.
All right. how I look at it, if I can regurgitate what you said.
Right.
First off, I like that you said it's gonna take time.
Yeah.
Not if it's 8 years for you,
Yeah.
it might be 5 years for somebody else,
Right.
but it's gonna take time.
Yeah.
All investments don't come about like flips like that.
Correct.
Usually when they come about in that manner, it was almost luck. You didn't
Correct.
do your research,
Right.
which is key. You started
Yeah.
with that.
Right.
I'm a big believer
Right.
in that you should study what you're doing.
Right.
But you didn't say just that. You said you do the research
Right.
and then do the work and believe in yourself.
And the reason why I said do the research, because I didn't do the research. I didn't.
So you
I didn't
failed
know.
a little bit. You had
No,
a
I
little
didn't fail a little bit. I just knew that I said I'm going to open a gym. I didn't really do any research. And if I put it in the air, I can't have 5 years down the road you hanging something over my head saying, hey, you failed.
Okay.
Nah, that's my fear of you telling me that I failed in the place that I'm not even from. So, yeah.
So you jumped in at first. You feel like just to make sure you took action rather than just kept standing wondering if?
Yeah, you have to take action right now. If I say I'm going to do something, I have to do something right now. Because if you don't do it right now, then you lack. You sit down. People got to sit down right now in COVID. People just sat down. Cool. You can keep it moving in the house.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't sit down in the house. I kept it moving in the house.
So,
some people sat all the way down. You can't sit all the way down.
True, you can't.
That's
stop.
how you get killed. That's how people catch up.
Mm.
Next move is your best move. You keep it moving. Motion is lotion. Everything. That's not just figuratively. That's mentally. That's spiritually. Emotionally. You keep it moving. If I sit, I rust. I get stiff. Never get stiff. Keep it moving.
I see. Love how you related that back to the health and wellness.
Yeah.
But yeah, what did you do during COVID? Let's get into that. What's the thing
I actually got to exercise. I got to be with my family. I got to sit down and talk to my wife and play with my son for a little bit and game plan and see where my money was going in. How can I be better coming out of this? And how can I be more creative as a trainer than any other trainer who's doing online trainings? All right. Some other people were charging to do online training. I did it for free. I just asked for a donation. If you gave me a donation, then I sent you a shirt or something like that, or I gave you a free stretch when we open back up. But it's just trying to recreate yourself on a daily basis.
Yeah.
I ate good. I chilled. I just really got to enjoy working out for the camera and everybody who was able to partake in activities with me every morning.
I like that. So you, instead of actually going straight back to charging your customer,
right?
You felt like it would be better to present an opportunity to them and make
right.
if they feel like they're gaining
right.
something from it, feel free to donate.
Well, there were some people still paying during the pandemic, who never said nothing, who still paid their rate. So that's why after I lowered the rates, and if you still paid, I either gave you a couple free months or a couple free stretch sessions, and I was just grateful that you helped keep the gym above water because we're still open. There's thousands of gyms who's closed.
True.
So what are they doing with their money?
Yeah, makes sense.
I'm just every time you pay me, it's not it never goes to me. The majority goes back to the business for a rainy day. Because at the end of the day, we don't want to look like failures. It's already hard being in black business. You know what I'm saying? So to be in business in good standing and have all our paperwork and all our taxes and everything right for the past 5 years, I play a lot, but guess what? I'm doing something right. I got a good team behind me. You know what I mean? I move a lot, but we're above water. We don't owe anybody anything. And we'll drop you 30 pounds in 6 weeks.
We'll get to that. The 6-week challenge ain't no joke. Yo, seriously though, real quick thing. I noticed something, right? So you took the idea, of course, not asking for the money up front and all that like that, but you were giving back.
Yeah.
In a way, you're giving back. It's almost like marketing.
It's promotion.
It's promotion. Easy.
Of course.
Right? So you give and you will receive. And not only did you make sure that you receive something, because they're going to come back to you, remember your name.
Yeah.
They also feel incentivized because you've given them something else for the donation.
And it's not that I'm just giving you something. It's that I'm putting my hands on this material. I'm pressing the shirt for you that I'm sending to you.
Right.
Not nobody else. Like the owner of this business is pressing the shirt for you and sprinkling his love on it and sending it to you. That's why that's why it's so sentimental to us and so personable for me. Because where do you ever see other owners really doing that?
Right.
So it got to be personable. You got to put your stamp on it, and you got to show people that you really care about what you're doing for the community.
Yeah, it's a good tactic to use in the investment you make into this gym world.
Yes.
Is there any other marketing tips you might be able to shed that have helped you through your?
I just watch and learn. We've as a as a culture, we've been down for hundreds of years. So we're just now catching up. And even me as a person, I'm just now catching up with reading up on finances and getting my infrastructure in order. I'm still lacking in that. We make it look good, but there's some things that we're lacking in. But just read, and don't spend all your money, and just live below your means. You know, People try to live above their means and just go out of hand, and live below your means, pay your bills, put a couple dollars away, and make sure your staff is paid. That's it. There's no hidden tricks.
Those
There's no
are the
hidden
key
tricks.
things. Just write that down and
That's
follow,
it. Keep it going.
follow through the process.
Follow through the process.
And as you stumble, you pick back up and
That's
keep
it.
running. Just
That's
keep
it.
moving, right?
That's it. Just
Keep
don't let them
moving.
see you stumble.
Well,
Yeah.
you won't. As long as you follow the process.
Right.
So, all right, I like that you put stuff aside. Have you always been that type of person that made sure that your funds was like
Of course.
secured
Yeah,
just in
why?
case you flow stop?
Yeah, because you know what? Bills are always going to be there. Your bills are always going to be there. Always. You know what I mean? We never own anything. We'll never own anything. You think you own something, but you don't. We still got to pay taxes. We still have to pay something. We don't keep all the money to ourselves. So the bills are going to be due. So if I can't pay all the bill at the top of the month, then we'll split it. I'm not going to pay all my bills at the top of the month and be broke. No, you just do what's right. You pay your big bills, your mortgage, your phone, your car. Things that make you money, you pay that. Things that don't make you money, then you'll get to them when you can get to them. Because they're already jacking up your credit if your credit is already jacked. So until you get to where you need to be, that's when you can start paying things in full and in advance. But until then, you have to rob Peter to pay Paul some days.
It's just part of the growing of any business, right?
Right.
Trying to figure out how to juggle stuff, right?
Right.
A lot of people have, leveraged, maybe taking out loans. In some way, you're kind of taking money from one to give to the other. So, for you, have you had to have gained some funding, borrowed some money from friends, family to start up?
No. People might have donated money, but I've never had to go to the bank and ask. I did. They denied me, which poured gas on my fire. So when someone denies you, it just throws me into a whole nother atmosphere for years. I'll be in the zone for years because I've been denied by a bank who said, because I couldn't get $20,000 to do a startup. So guess what? I did it by myself. You know what I mean? And it just sparked fire, and I'm still on fire for 5 years. So it just still plays in my mind from that lady in the bank saying, you're denied for a loan. You know what I'm saying? My credit was good, and I had about $15,000-$20,000 in the bank already. So for you to deny me and I already have this collateral, you really pissed me off. And I'm still pissed off, and I'm going to be pissed off for the next 10 years until it's time to retire.
So one of the things you brought up earlier, I saw was a 6-week challenge. And at first when I heard about it, didn't see what it was, I heard about it, I thought, okay, this seems like an interesting program. That I don't know if that's enough for your average person to lose weight, but I can see it happening, right? And in my mind, I just thought, okay, there's more to this, right? From a business perspective, there has to be another gain for you to say, I'm going to give this challenge to you where they gain a lot in a short amount of time.
Correct.
A lot. You can't pass it up. It's like somebody just told you you're getting kitchen sink with the deal, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, but if he's giving a kitchen sink, what is he getting in return?
Lesson. Love. You telling people, I'm changing your life. That's more than money.
Yeah.
Your husband can't even change your life like me.
Okay.
That's how I think of it. Honestly.
Do we need to put that? I feel like we need to put that.
Yeah, for real, because that's how I feel. I'm here to do it. I've studied this for 7, between my undergrad and master's degree, 7 straight years every day. So I had a recipe for it. And I worked it. I studied it every day for 7 years.
Right. But from a business perspective, it also sounds like, almost like an unattainable task, but you get a taste of what the whole encompassing program is.
Yeah, I just give you a little snippet. I give you a snippet.
But so fast you almost can't keep up. But if you did keep up, you won, right?
Yeah, you win.
You actually were giving them a trophy or something? It's a prize.
You get a trophy, you get a free month. We'll cook for you for free for a week.
Oh my God.
Whatever you think's going to be beneficial for you.
Yeah.
There's no cap to what I do.
Right.
There's no cap to it.
So if you beat,
there's no limits. If I tell you there's no limits to what I do, there's no limits to what I could do for you. There's no limits for what you could do for yourself.
Yeah, true. Encourage them, and they'll do They'll do anything.
I would hope so. It's not
Yeah.
everybody takes it and runs with it.
Right.
That's on
But
them.
for those, they can continue with the program by joining the gym and being a part of the full Phil Mor Fit family.
Correct.
Right. So one of the things you brought up, food, meal cooking for them. Is it you feel like giving somebody a meal plan with the experience, understanding what goes in your body, should be something that if somebody were to come into this space needs to understand that it's a helpful tool.
Yeah, I'll just tell you from the beginning. I won't let you sabotage yourself before you even start. If you don't want to eat right, this isn't for you. Take your money back. I won't even let you cross the plane.
Right. You're not.
I'll make you quit.
You kick them out. It's
I'll make you quit. Yeah,
it's like a bad
I'm gonna
kid
work
in
you.
school.
I'm gonna work the hell out you. You're either gonna be in the best shape of your life, or I'm gonna try to make you quit.
Push them.
Push them off the cliff. If you don't want to win.
Honestly, you got to jump. Don't let them push you.
Yeah.
Jump on your own, right?
Yeah.
Choose to be
Yeah.
in this.
You gotta fly somehow. You gotta lead a nest.
Right. It's literally like Spider-Man.
Yep.
You won't know until you jump. If you're gonna
There it is.
leap somehow and start superpowers,
Yep.
right?
That's why we dropped you 30 pounds in 6 weeks. Leap.
Right.
You're
You'd
gonna-
be shocked.
You're gonna sink or you're gonna float.
It's proven.
You're gonna fly. You're gonna
You've got
sink.
a couple people on the list that have
Yeah.
made it to the top, and it's like 6 weeks. That's some movie actor stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, but so the one other thing I realize is like people from the outside will look at you like this guy is unstoppable. Like he doesn't say no to ideas, right? It's almost like he's saying yes to everything. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do
You
it.
don't even question it. You're jumping already, right?
Let's do it.
You see the vision
Now,
before
why? 'Cause
somebody
I'm
finishes explaining.
gonna call your bluff before you're gonna call it.
True.
Let's do it.
It's almost like a game. You're betting. Who's gonna quit first?
betting
I'm
on
gonna go
me.
with this idea.
Because I'm betting on me every time.
Right.
I'm gonna beat the hell out you with your own vision.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna beat you with your own vision, because you're not strong enough to push it. Because you talking about it. You ain't even put it down on paper. Because if you're talking about it now, you've been thought about it. So why you ain't put it down
You're right.
and do it?
If they came to
So
you,
why
they'd
if
probably
you're telling me I'm
said
gonna
it a
beat
couple
you at
times.
it?
That you can't even argue with that. I don't know if that's cocky or just straight competition.
That's straight work.
Blunt.
I'm a competition. Me and my wife play basketball down here. It's competition. Yes. This is beat you at life.
Where's that from? Where's this
I don't
competition
know.
from? Is it like what did you used to do? What
My
sport
parents
did you play?
didn't raise me.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? My mother never knew how good I was at football. I had to play for somebody. My grandma was, you know what I'm saying? She never drove. My grandfather watched her sometimes. But I never had the mom and dad with the shirts on that say, "Go Phil."
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I had the best friend who had the parents who had the shirts that say, "Go," you know what I'm saying? Billy Bob, but not Phil. That, you know, when you look in the crowd and you don't see your name up there, you're like, my name about to be the fuck up there.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
My name gonna be the fuck up there, bro. Win, lose, or draw, my shit gonna be up there. You gonna scream my name somehow. My name gonna be on somebody's shirt. It may not be my mom or dad's, but guess what? Your mom or dad's gonna wear my name one day.
Beat them at their own game.
Yeah.
They had the advantage.
Yeah,
They could have
you
been
had the
did it.
advantage. Yeah, you had the advantage. You had all the tools. I didn't have the money. I was broke. I was poor. But guess what? Yeah, that's what makes you. That's what makes you.
Planet Fitness, corporate America.
You
had the advantage.
Yeah, Planet Fitness had the advantage. I had a
Damn.
master's degree making $12 an hour.
Woo.
A master's degree working at Planet Fitness because I loved the game. Yeah, I loved it.
Mm. Well, you stuck with it though.
I stuck with it. I'm not a quitter.
Can't fail.
If I tell you I'm gonna do something, I gotta do something. I put it in the air.
So that's how bad you gotta want the business.
That's how you gotta bet you won the business.
It's like you gotta marry this. And sometimes I really tell people, if you want to invest in something, your last
life.
name gotta change to that.
This is your life. They let somebody dictate their 9 to 5. You letting somebody dictate your life. I get to wear what I want to wear every day. You gotta go put a collar shirt on. I don't. I can go to a multi-million-dollar business looks like this, and say, listen, this is how you're gonna get me next week. I'm sorry, I can't come in. This is not how I'm gonna dress when I come here. Here's my resume. They got 2 earrings in my ear. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna wear. Because I'm not gonna put a face on for you. This is what you're gonna see next week. Well, I'm gonna put a suit on today. You're not gonna see me ever in a suit. You'll see me in some Jordans and some sweats with my name on it. I'm gonna bet on me.
Yeah.
Because no one wore my shirt. Nobody would have worn my shirt in the stands. All right, somebody gonna wear it.
that drive is
Yeah.
kind of unreal, man. It's like
And
a
that's where it
superpower
comes
right
from,
there.
yo. That's honestly where it comes from, is that we didn't have that support. We did, but not from our parents, from our uncles, from, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not from the people who gave birth to us. That runs deep in your blood. It runs in your mind. It affects your life.
Right.
Up until you die. If you don't fix it, somebody has to. I don't know if I need to be fixed, because this is not gonna stop until my wife's like, you're never enough. It's not gonna. No, what's enough?
True.
Because there's always somebody else who need to be helped. If I'm preaching, let's lock arms and go forward, I gotta help somebody else if we want to build this army.
Right.
You know, you know what I mean?
I
And I'm not
understand.
saving nobody. Just like I'm trying to build an army of people who say that black people don't stick together. All right, let's show them that we can. It's not even about black. It's everybody. You know what I mean? If we just all went in one positive direction, what are we fighting for?
Right.
Yeah.
I understand, man. Sometimes I look back at the friends I've talked to, and
Go ahead. You don't like to roll none cut.
well, no sponsor. But anyway, I look back at them and I say, yo, I'm not saying this so I can be ahead of y'all.
Right. Go ahead.
I'm not saying this. I can cut. I'm not saying this so, I'm like looking back like, haha, I want y'all to be with me.
Yeah.
Lambos ain't fun alone.
Sure they
Supers
are. Sure they are.
Just imagine it's 10 of y'all.
Guess what? Not everybody can do 120 in the straight line.
No, true. That's why you educate them.
Yeah.
You educate them, you bring them up with you. And you're doing that in some ways. You're making sure you look back. You put on a lot of trainers.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of talent come through and did their own thing after.
Yeah.
So it's not like you holding on to them.
No.
It's like you're giving that opportunity to others that you had, and you're like passing it down. So
Yeah.
I totally get it. You're doing your thing, and it's not just in the wellness space. You try to branch out, and what I realize is like you're so unstoppable at this point. There's nowhere more room to go in the realm you're in, so you're expanding into other realms. And
my job is, I'm gonna save you some red tape. No one saved me the red tape. I'm gonna save you some red tape. Whether you do it or not, you're not gonna do it my way. I got a different recipe than you. I can tell you all the secrets. There's no secrets. Just believe in yourself. I might believe in myself more than you. That's the only issue. That's the only problem. You know what I mean? That's it. That's all. That's honestly it.
Yeah.
I just believe that, I'm gonna get up at 5 a.m. That's all I keep saying. I just know I'm gonna be there. Unless I'm dead.
True. That's it. That's
That's
the only
it.
stopper right there.
The only stopper him.
Yeah. So that's why I like asking people what they did, the tricks, the little tips that they can give, right?
Yeah.
So, because it doesn't matter what you say.
Yeah.
If they literally write this down and every day they follow the instructions, it's no guarantee that they'll get there. So
Right.
that's why you're willing to say, here, take this, take the recipe.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You got to put more stank on it.
Yeah.
You still got to
gotta
figure
add
out
something.
You got to figure out what is going
I'll
to make
give you
you
the
win.
ingredients, but you gotta know how much to put into it.
Exactly. So when I try to get a little bit more out of people when we're on these shows, it's
because I don't want
be
you to have the
clear
same
with
cake, taste and cake as me.
true.
We
You
have
can't
same
give them
diff-
everything.
We have the same. We have a different flavor. We have a different flavor. Why
Yeah.
you want the same flavor as me? Nah.
It most likely fail. They're gonna look back and say you copy and fill. Like it won't work out. But what are like things to avoid? Because things that you are a little bit ahead, and for them, they might be looking to you like, okay, he might have a lot of just things he saw he did and he could have just ignored and passed on at a time and pick up later.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think was one of the things that might have just been the wrong move at
None.
the time?
None. You live and you learn. Still, I'm hard-headed. I know what's right from wrong. Sometimes I got to do wrong to know what's right. None. Ain't no wrong move. As long as it's this way, I can go a million miles direction. As long as if I'm going in the right way, I could be doing the wrong thing in the right way, but in the right way. As long as I'm going a million miles per hour, I'll figure it out. Yeah, nothing's wrong.
I think that
That's what makes you successful.
True. If you learn the process through trial, right? You'll figure out what works.
You'll figure out longer. It'll take you longer, and
True.
I don't mind being longer. You know why? It gives me time to breathe and figure things out. I run fast, but I run fast for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Endurance.
I run fast, but I can run fast for a long time. People run fast and stop. I can run fast for a long time because I don't mind learning and keep learning and keep learning. You know what I'm saying?
Most people just say trust the
Yeah,
process.
right.
Because that's really what it comes down to.
Tying your shoe 20 different ways.
Yeah.
That's it.
Who knows? One
Yeah.
of them might find out and be the hit.
There it is.
Just throw the stone like a million times. One's going to go in the
Yeah,
bucket.
some gonna go in.
Just take a shot. But today's episode comes to an end. But if you wanted to reach my man, Phil Morgan, owner and operator of Phil Mor Fit, Gym
Yes.
and
Wellness
Rehab.
Center. We have PMF Investments, where I started an investment company which is branching off to, you know, take a couple of dollars that we put to a side and helping others build their financial freedom in the community. Dr. Phil in 2 weeks.
Ooh.
So I just finished my paper. We graduate in 3 weeks and we're out. Game over, 6 years deep.
Nice.
Yes.
Schooling never ends.
Never
Learning,
ends.
Always learning.
Thank you.
And that's why we're trying to get back to these people. So
sharpen those tools.
that's one way to do it.
Yes, sir.
Right. So this is only one way. You gotta find your way. And if you have any other questions, comment below. We'll try to get Phil back on to answer some of those questions. We of course gotta talk about
He
you being
signed like a
Dr.
hippie.
Phil.
Yes, cool. When I come
Right?
after I graduate,
And
can I
the
sit up
next
here with my
investment-
cap and gown?
The look.
The
They-
look.
Are you ready? Are you ready for that?
Yeah,
Dr. Phil?
Yes,
Dr. Phil?
Dr. Phil. With my, I'm gonna cut the gowns out my fucking. I'm gonna
Right.
cut the
Gonna
arms out my
pop out.
fucking gowns, and with war paint on, they're gonna know I fucking snapped.
Oh god. And we gotta talk about the real estate. Come back and
Can we
see
do
how
it? Can we get a net? Can we do a Netflix series like
Phil, with you anything is possible, right?
All right, let's do it.
Done.
Go to get a drink.
We out.
Thank you.